Hello everyone, welcome to Unity Raw. In today's lesson, we are going to see another kind of delegate, that is Func. So Func is actually, let me give you an overview about the Func delegate. Func is yet another kind of delegate, but it is different from an action delegate in the sense that it allows all those functions that can or cannot uh, accept parameters, but has a return type. Unlike action, where the function do not have a return type or have a return type of void, in func, those functions that have a return type apart from void can be subscribed by the func delegate. Again, func delegate is just like any other delegate. I mean, the basic delegate that we have seen earlier, where we used to create delegate first of all, and then either delegate variable or an event. It is similar to that, but again, it actually saves you time by writing a single line of code, uh, which we are going to see very soon. It is again very robust, allows any developer to write their code in a very flexible manner, as well as helps or supports in script communication in a loosely coupled manner rather than being tightly coupled. So let's see an example of it. So we have already these action example. Let's delete it. Okay. Yeah, and by the way, when you actually are going to play your Unity scene, one second, that is throwing some error. Okay, let me come back to it later on. And I was actually going to show you a trick, which I'll now be showing you later on because I see a couple of errors upon deleting that script that we already have, that is action uh, script. Okay, so let's name it as func example or func script. Okay, let's open it up, remove this, and write our first function delegate. So it will be something like public static func. That is all. I don't need func script. All I need is func. Okay. That is throwing an error. I'll quickly press Control and dot on Windows machine and select using system because this comes from the system namespace. And just name it something as like mm, let's say on action or on functionality change. Let's name it anything. Okay. Now the beauty of the func is that it actually contains a number of parameter list over here or a data type list over here. Let's say like int, then float, then game object, like as less int. Okay, let's give it four data types over here. Now, all the data types right from here till here, except the last one, are actually the data type of the parameters that a function is going to have that will be subscribed to this func delegate. But the last one actually decides the return type of that function that is going to be subscribed to the func delegate. All right. So that's the catch over here. Now, what we are going to do is let's yeah, let's have something like this int and int. I want only those functions that are going to accept a parameter of type int and are also going to have a return type of int can be subscribed to this func. So let's take this function and again do the same exercise, that is if my on functionality change func delegate is not equal to null, I want to call it. Okay. Okay. count equals to this. Now I'll come to this section later on, but right now let's take it as integer. I want that function that is going to subscribe to this function that is going to subscribe to this FuncDelegate to accept a parameter of type GameObject. Okay, and then let's have a reference to the GameObject over here, obj. Okay, and pass in obj over here. Okay, errors are gone. Now come back to our example script, the example that we have already used while writing our action delegate. We'll make it completely from scratch. Okay, remove all of these. Okay, now let's write a function. Okay, so that is going to obey the signature of the func delegate. So public int uh, func demo func demo, and then I will be accepting a parameter of type GameObject obj. Okay, and here we are going to return obj dot name dot length. All right, does it make sense? Yes, of course. Now this func demo will be subscribed to our function delegate, the name of which is on functionality change. So func script dot, so in our on enable it will be func script dot on functionality change plus equals a function. And what that function would be, this function would be func demo. Why? Because it has a return type of int and accept a parameter of type GameObject and accept a parameter of type GameObject is GameObject. Okay, so let's use it here for demo, and next we are going to unsubscribe it as soon as the GameObject goes disabled. Okay, so this is all that we have to do. Now see what we are going to do. In here what we are doing is, since on behalf of the function that is subscribed to this func delegate, that is this function, we're actually calling our func delegate. So what is happening over here is, just understand, like in place of on functionality change, we are calling this function func demo. Okay, so func demo, we are passing it obj. So what happens is, to func demo we are passing obj. Let's go to func demo. So func demo obj has been passed over here, and what we are doing is we are simply returning the length of the name of the game object. Okay, and since its return type is integer, we are actually containing the return type of that count of that name of that game object in a variable that is int count. And let's print it. Let's do something like print and count. Okay, so hopefully what should happen is, what should happen is, let's check. Okay, to my game object I shall remove these old game objects and going to attach these scripts again. The newer script, that is func script, however example was already there, I've just removed it and then attached it again. Now I want to have this game object my passed to my func script to the obj reference. Will it work? Let's see. Let's play. So uh, this is a very vital thing when working with any coding, any programming language. So write some code, again test it whether it works or not. Again write few more lines of code and then test it. Rather than writing the entire program and the entire functionality and then checking it at the end, um, If it works, that's fine, but if it does not, it actually creates a lot of headache. So in order to avoid all those cumbersome problems at the end, it's better to write a few lines of code, then check, again write some other lines of code, and then again check it. All right, so let's play and see what is going to be printed on the console. Ideally, if everything goes good, yeah, it's working fine. If everything is working fine, I should have the length of the name of the game object, that is capsule. What is its length? Its length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So capsule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the length that we are getting here. So that is all about FuncDelegate. And by the way, if you see, that's the trick that I was actually going to mention at the beginning of the lecture. And that was when we play our Unity scene, we see this loading that is taking some time. So for that, what we can do is, to avoid it, we can simply go to project settings, editor, and go to enter play mode settings. And in this, while entering play mode, you can select reload scene only. And now when you play the Unity scene, it will be played immediately. See, let's remove this. Play. Yeah, so it is playing almost immediately. No wait. All right. So that is about FuncDelegate. Keep on practicing. If you have any problems, if you have any issues, to let me know in the comments. That is all for this lesson. See you all. Bye.